Every book that becomes a Netflix show has to change something, right? So I'm taking one scene and reading how it was written, watching how they shot it, and giving my thoughts on why they made the changes they did. For the first segment, we'll be doing His and Hers by Alice Feeney. We're gonna go over the opening scene, but I need a refresher, so I'm gonna read it first. It wasn't love at first sight. I can admit that now. But by the end, I loved her more than I thought possible to love another human being. I cared about her far more than I ever cared about myself. That's why I did it. Why I had to. I think it's important that people know that when they find out what I've done. Perhaps then they might understand that I did it for her. There are at least two sides to every story. Yours and mine, ours and theirs, his and hers. Which means someone is always lying. Okay, that was just the gist of it. It's a long passage. Let's see how they did it on the Netflix show. Ooh, I like this song. Oh, she's still alive. The twitching is so creepy. Someone's gonna be blamed. Ooh, is that Anna? Why does it look like a hospital? She's wet. Was she there? Was she there? They're just trying to make her look guilty. Mud on the boots. That's sus. And I definitely remember thinking that when I was reading the book. Damn, she was a little bit messier than I would. So far, we're getting no internal monologue. Disposing of evidence, perhaps? Oh!
There are at least
Now they're dropping the internal monologue from the beginning of the book, but it's in her voice. Definitely not how it's presented in the book. They definitely just do it as an anonymous person in the book. So the book gives you everything, but we don't know who it is. Whereas the Netflix show doesn't tell you anything, but shows you everything. So the book opens with an anonymous person, and this is obviously our killer. They literally admit to at least killing someone, killing all of them. We're not entirely sure yet. And then Netflix does the exact opposite. They put Anna on the screen and immediately try to make her look guilty. They even have her say the monologue lines, the his and her opening lines that we hear in the monologue from the supposed killer. So that's interesting that they did that. But we don't hear the internal monologue from anyone with the show. We only see Anna doing these things and acting suspicious. I guess they couldn't really put a voiceover of the actual killer on the show because then we would know if they're a woman or a man, and that's kind of the point, is that we're not supposed to know. But they did use internal monologues, so that makes me think that it was a deliberate choice to make us believe that Anna is the guilty one. I'm curious of how they're going to play Jack's character. Are they going to do the same thing with him? I guess the way that they did it makes the most sense. I am curious as to why they decided to make it seem like Anna was saying these things. I mean, I guess they could have had like a pen and paper with like a sort of confessional, but even then you would get kind of suspicious of the handwriting. And I don't know, can you tell through those things genuinely? Maybe that would have been a way to do it. I'm not saying I disagree with the way that they did it. I'm just throwing that out there. The Netflix show definitely makes you distrust Anna right away without even knowing anything about her. Let me know in the comments if you guys have seen this and what your thoughts are on the opening. And let me know if you want me to continue examining His and Hers, or if you want me to check out another Netflix adaptation of a beloved thriller book.